I come to thee this day, and I say that I, the living God, have called my people to align with me. Yet I say in this wicked, perverse, and vile generation that multitudes of those who claim that they are my people are aligned with the wicked, they are aligned with the vile, they are aligned with the unclean, and even the perverse. And I say in all of that aligning, they simply set themselves up in opposition to me. For I say that I, the living God, never called my people to be aligned with rebellion, to be aligned with uncleanness and wickedness, but I say that I've called my people to be aligned with me. For I say it is me, the living God, that you are meant to seek to please always. It is me, the living God, who is meant to bear rule over thee. And I say, when you refuse to come under my lordship, that is, be subject unto me, you are subject to demons. I say there are multitudes in this wicked, vile, polluted, and corrupt generation who are in submission to demons. Yet I say they are claiming that they are my people, but they are opposing me. For I say there are multitudes in this wicked generation who have established it, and they even teach it as their doctrine, that I, the living God, do not judge. That is, that I do not bring my righteous judgment against the wicked, but I'm simply swimming in a pool of goopy love that they can enter into. And I say they think that all I do is love and love and love them in their wickedness, their vileness and corruption, but it is not true. For I say they are proclaiming a God of their own imagination, their own superstitious delusion, and they love it so. For I say they are full of pride, they have set themselves up as higher than I, and I say they have set themselves up as the judges over me. Oh, what fools they are for establishing their own way. I say they make themselves likewise liable for the wrath, the fury, the indignation that I, the living God, am bringing upon the heathen, the ungodly, and those who are steeped in wickedness. For I say, when a man or a woman will align themselves with that which is wicked rather than that which is righteous, of course they become my enemy instead of my friend. For I say they are choosing to oppose me, they are choosing to undo my righteousness in order to establish their own. I say that I, the living God, never called thee to such a way, but I say that I've called thee to come forth in me. That is, I have called thee to be ever strengthened, directed, and guided in the truth, the light, and the mercy that I provide. For I say, if it is me that you keep your focus, your vision upon, of course you are directed by me. But I say, if you are looking to the foolishness, the vanity of the world, I say that you take in demons. For I say that the world is nothing but governed by demons and the darkness contained therein. I say, when a man will think that he can serve the opinions of the world and serve me, he is deceiving himself. For I say, if you align yourself with false compassion, with sympathy for the devil, I say you are aligning yourself with damnation likewise. For I say that I, the living God, will not show pity upon those who have chosen the pathway of darkness rather than the light. I say you are living in a time when multitudes are under my wrath, my fury, my indignation, because of the horridness of their sins. That is, they have gone on and on and on in sinfulness, in pride, in abomination, in arrogance, and thought somehow they got by with the same. But I say it has come the time that I, the living God, am showing forth my anger against the wicked, the perverse, the vile. And I say, when I bring them down, it is not the time to mourn, but rather rejoice. For I say it is ultimately my mercy when I, the living God, will judge men in this life, that they can perchance repent. That is, that they will see the error of their way when they are brought low, no longer swimming in pride, but stuck in the mud and the mire of their own making because of the filthiness and abominations that they are guilty of. And I say, when they come to such a state, there are few who will repent. And I say, it is me, the living God, who does indeed judge men in this life with my wrath, my fury, my indignation. I bring them down that they will be repentant unto me. Of course, the majority will harden themselves in bitterness and hatred and pride and go on in their evil ways. But I say that it is me, the living God, who does send forth the judgment against the sins in order that the few might be saved. But I say, when men will be full of pride and accuse and abuse my messengers, who declare my wrath, my fury, my indignation, because they think they are higher than they are. I say such ones are fools likewise. I say you are living in a time when darkness has spread throughout the land, and men are calling that which is evil to be good. That is, they are claiming that the evildoers are righteous. They are even making them as nobles, as martyrs, when it is not true. For I say, when men will give themselves to filthy and abominable practices, they are not martyrs before me, nor are they noble, but I say they are filthy, vile, and corrupted fools. I say this day that I, the living God, never called men to set themselves up according to their own righteousness, for I say that the same is deceit. But I say that I've called men to seek to walk under my righteousness and be guided in the same. For I say, if a man or a woman will yield themselves unto me, they are brought forth in my way. But I say, when they set themselves up in the vanity of imagination and dictate what it is that I, the living God, can do and what I cannot do, oh, what fools they are. For I say, they prove they are caught in the abomination of pride. They are caught in the rebellion of the same. For I say, when a man will align himself through false compassion with that which I, the living God, have judged in my wrath, my fury, my indignation, I say such a man is proven to be a magnified fool. For I say he's aligning himself with evil, perversion, and all manner of wickedness through his false compassion, his false love. And I say that the falsehood of such love shall be manifest in the end. For I say it is me, the living God, who is pulling down the props of pretension and the hypocrisy. I say, let it be. I say, let me, the living God, reduce men to what they are, that they may set in the mud the mire of their own making, and see the error of their way. For I say you are not meant to be full of false compassion and rush in to give them aid. For I say they do not deserve aid, nor will they get it of me. For I say it is me, the living God, who is thoroughly repulsed, disgusted, and ashamed of the wickedness, the vileness, the corruption of this age. And I say that I'm definitely disgusted with the nations that forget about me. And I have the right, every right, to bring them down, to show them they are a drop in the bucket before me. For I say it is me, the living God, who shall raise nations up and likewise bring them down. I say, when you see my hand of wrath raised up to bring down in the fury of the same, I say, do not side with that which is being brought down. But I say, rather be siding with me, for it is me, the living God, who is the Almighty. I say this day, be careful that you do not yield yourself to false sympathy, and likewise come under the same judgment that is being put forth. For I say, when you think you can redeem that which is evil by showing false compassion, I say you are drunk on pride. Now why don't you sober up, those of you who claim that you are my people, and walk uprightly in me? That is, why don't you see clearly that it is me, the living God, who is righteous, and me alone? And I say, when you see me turn my hand against a man, a woman, a city, a nation, I say, rejoice in me. For I say it is me, the living God, who knows exactly what men have need of, and I say that I give them the same. I say this day that I, the living God, never ever intended that my own people would be cursed as the heathen are cursed. But I say, when my people, through hardness of heart and a love of the world, will align with the wicked rather than the just, they prove they are fools. That is, they prove they are full of darkness and iniquity and evil on every hand. And I say they prove that they are indeed set in proud array against me. I say this day that I, the living God, do not call thee to think you can judge me, to think you can dictate unto me, but I say that I call thee to be subject unto me. That is, to be subject to my truth, my light, my strength, that you can come forth in the same. I say this day, do not be as the stupid, the dull, the dumb, who are led along by demon forces. That is, who are thinking the thoughts of worldliness, humanism, and ungodliness, then claiming that it is me that they love. I say there are many in this wicked generation, their mouths are full of empty words, but I say that their deeds reflect who they are. For I say they do the deeds of the wicked while they speak great loving words about me. That is, they promote themselves, they vaunt themselves as whores, as harlots for hire. Then they claim they are true to me. Oh, what liars they are. I say you are living in a time when idol-living God am truly bringing the separation between the precious and the vile. And I say that the precious will at all costs align themselves with me. But I say that the vile will be proven to be harlots at heart, cheap whores, who will go with any old thing. That is, they will give themselves to anything that offers even a tidbit unto them. And I say they will prove by their flirtations, by their fornications, that they are not true unto me. I say this day, do not give yourselves to the world's opinions, do not give yourselves to humanism and false compassion. But I say, be completely aligning yourself with me, for I say that my judgments are just. And I say, when idol-living God do bring down the wicked and reveal them in the depths of their iniquity, know that it is because they are an offense unto me. I say, would you go and align yourself with a murderer, with a thief, with a liar, with one who was guilty of fraud? I say, would you go and say that the murderer who has the blood of 10 or 15 or even 20 people upon his hands, that he's likewise raped, assaulted, and molested, would you say, oh yes, he's a good man? Or would you see that he is indeed a bloodthirsty cur, who is needy of punishment, retribution in his life, that he be stopped in his criminality before he takes more to the grave? I say this day, if you look at the death throes that the nation is in, if you look at the vileness that is upon not only this nation, but the whole world at large, I say, how can you align yourself with the same? That is, how can you be aligned with workers of iniquity who continue in their filth day by day? For I say to do so is to align yourself with criminality before me. For I say, if you get aligned with the wicked and seek to be the defense attorney unto them, I say you will be judged as they are judged. I say this day, if idol-living God do choose to bring down, to bring low, the proud, the haughty, the high-minded, what is that to thee? I say the only thing in you that would align with their pride is your own pride likewise. I say this day that idol-living God do not call my people to pride, but I call them to humility, to subjectivity unto me. And I say that the ones who are truly mine are meant to rejoice when my judgments are brought forth and executed through my wrath, my fury, my indignation. For I say it is me, the living God, who will bring forth the same. And if my own people do not agree with me, but rather align themselves with the wicked, then they become wicked likewise. For I say that idol-living God am full of disgust. I say that I'm thoroughly repulsed and ready to vomit at the way that men have behaved. For I say they have only corrupted themselves and increased in vileness day by day. Then I say they have thought they were so high and mighty that none could bring them low. But I say it is me, the living God, who will render blow after blow after blow upon the proud, upon the haughty, upon the high-minded who think they remain. For I say when they are indeed lying with their faces in the mud and the sludge of their own making, I say they will eat of the same. For I say it is me, the living God, who is thoroughly, completely disgusted with this wicked generation. And I say I'm likewise disgusted with the nation that has forgotten me. I say this day, be aligned with me, for I am the righteous judge. I say that I am the Almighty, and I say that I am the one who has given thee life. I say, do not choose to oppose me by aligning with death, not for the sake of any man or woman. For I say, when you go in defense of the criminals, I say you are opposing me. For I say that idol-living God never called thee to be the defender of those who are full of criminality, but I say that I've called thee to rise up in judgment against their sin. That is because I send forth my prophets crying out against the same. I say this day, if you will be aligned with me, then seek for that which is righteous, that which is true. And I say, if you will be aligned with me, do not give in to the lying demons of false compassion and false sympathy for wicked men. But I say, instead, have your sympathies with me, thy Maker, thy God. For I say it is me that you are meant to keep trusting, believing, and hoping in at all times. And I say you are not meant to be swayed out of the way because you see the tragedy that is the consequence of sin. But know for a fact that the wages of sin is death, and I say that men are incurring the same. For I say when men through stubbornness, pride, and all manner of perversion will refuse to repent, of course they will pay for the same. I say this day be aligned in faithfulness unto me, for I say that I am the just judge, and I say that my judgments are perfect. I say when you see my wrath revealed, I say rejoice in me. I say give thanks, give praise.